Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl Yamamoto, an astrologer and yoga and Reiki master. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about our glorious full moon that we are having today in the sign of Leo. So if you had a chance to go outside past couple evenings and see, we have a big bright full moon in the sky. This particular full moon is taking place at 9 degrees Leo, and Leo is a fixed fire sign. It rules the heart center and heart energy. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit first about full moons, and it's when the sun and the moon are sitting in opposite, they're in opposition. This happens once a month, and this month we have Leo, the moon, in the moon sign sitting all by itself on this side of the chart. And all of the other energy is opposing it in the sun in Aquarius. Well, not all of it, but a lot of the energy. Some big heavy hitting planets are opposing our moon in Leo. So there's a lot of other like juicy astrology information that goes along with this new moon. So we have, of course, the other planets opposing in Aquarius. We have an in conjunct with Venus and Pluto. And so we have also a square with Mars and Uranus and Taurus. So this is just very combustible energy. I'm not going to say earthquake or volcano again, but it is that energy. But this doesn't mean literally like on just a physical earth plane. It can mean like combustible energy in your life, big explosions, big reveals. So with this particular energy, it's going to affect your heart, which tells me you're likely going to receive some emotionally charged information. I know that myself personally this week, I received very bad news about a family member, and it was bringing to light information, and now I see it very clearly. So in your own life, you could find yourself being shown, illuminating this previously hidden information. And with the squares and with all this opposition, this is action energy. It's going to ask you to make decisive action, okay? But it's going to want you to make that action from a heartfelt space because Leo, rules the heart, okay? And for everyone who has a special Leo in their life, you know that these people wear their heart on their sleeves, okay? And yes, they can be a little prideful, a little egotistical at times, super creative, but they also wear their heart on their sleeve. So it's going to ask that we see what's being brought to us right now and that we take action from a very balanced, heartfelt place. Now, during a full moon, this can be very hard to do. The energy and the emotions are really high. And also, the full moon is when all the energy is highest, so it elevates. So it can be very heady. You can be very emotional and in your head. And what we want to do is practice a way to balance, to bring the energy into the heart for Leo. So at the end of this video, I'm going to offer a breath practice. It's pranayama, that's controlled breathing. It's called Chandra Bhedana. Chandra means moon. So it's the moon breath to help bring these real high, elevated, heady energies and pull it down into the heart and then down into the root to help balance. But the heart is our balancing point of our lower and higher chakras. So the higher energy and the lower, more grounded earth energy comes to a balance point in the heart. So I will walk you through a short practice of Chandra Bhedana, which is good for everyone. All signs can do this. But if you are interested in finding out how this new or full moon energy will play out in your chart, there's a couple things you can do. You can look up your chart and find out where 9 degrees Leo, and if there are planets touching or aspecting that, it's going to highlight that in your chart. I can also do a reading for you as well and take a look at your chart and see what's coming up for you, not just for this full moon, but forecasting and predictive work for the future as well. And you can order those through pineapplelife.com if you're interested in scheduling a reading with me. I still do have the 6-month forecasting predictive reading on special. Okay, so a little bit more about this particular full moon that we're having. So as I was saying, every full moon, we have this polarity, okay, this opposite energy from the sun. The moon is our inner nature and the sun is our outer nature. So what we feel internally is going to be heightened during this time. And I know it has been that way for me this week. I've been very emotional, just crying for no reason. Well, there could be reasons, but just not as in control of my emotional reactions as I normally am. This can be partly due to the information that we're all receiving, that I'm receiving, that causes me to react this way. But just know that this particular new moon just has so much opposing energy that we're going to feel torn in our actions that are required from the information that we are finding out. We are going to be required and asked to take decisive action. It just needs to be balanced and from a heart space first before making those decisions and moving forward. So it wants to give you information. This full moon wants to illuminate something that was hidden, but it wants you to make your actions for the group, the better of the group, because with the opposing energy in the sun in Aquarius, that's the group. Leo is more yourself, your heart. Opposing that is Aquarius, which is the group, humanity, everyone. Okay, so just have clarity of that. When we do deal with Leo energy in general, this is very, warm, creative. Leo rules children. It rules our creative self, our inner child. All those things are ruled by the beautiful sign of Leo. But it's going to want you to, with this full moon energy, it's going to want you to make an ending. There's an accumulation, there's an accumulation of something that's reaching a maturation point, and it will need to end. It will need to come to an ending. But being that Leo rules the heart center, it's asking us to really take that emotional inner work and do work with it, process it before we take that outward action. Okay, and that can be hard to do when you receive information that is highly charged. You might react rather than pausing and taking heartfelt action. You may react in the moment. We're all capable of this, myself included. And so this is the work. This is the work that we have to show up and do daily. It just never comes to a time where you don't have to do this work anymore. It's a lifelong lesson and work that has to be done. But you will see a lot now. You'll have a lot of clarity. You'll want to take action, but again, make sure that it is heartfelt action that you're taking. So it's asking us all to harness this regal and royal power of Leo, which can give you more self-confidence. I like to see this as, positive energy. It can serve as a source of something to give you that empowered action. And it will help to keep you feeling grounded and calm if you do a Chandra Bhedana practice. So I would like to guide you through that. Now, this is called alternate nostril breathing. So if you have not done pranayama or controlled breathing before, we always take the right hand. Now in the video, it's going to look like I'm using my left hand, but even as a teacher who teaches pranayama, usually a yoga teacher, we will mirror and use our left hand to show you the right. But with pranayama, we do not do that. We still use the practitioner, the teacher will also use their right hand. So I'm going to take like a right peace fingers, bring the peace fingers together, and then you're just going to take and hold that right in between the, like right gently at the third eye. Now, holding your arm up like this can be hard, so I like to take my other hand and just hold it under to support. Now, how we toggle through closing off one nostril and the other is through the thumb and either the ring or pinky finger or both. So you're toggling like this, toggling, closing off. Now, Chandra means moon, and just to let you know a little bit about your energy channels, there's three main channels called nadis in the body. So you have your Ida, Pingala and Sushumna nadi. These are just channels that the energy runs through. The Ida is the moon or the feminine, the cooling, the yin channel of the body, which is on the left side. The right is the Pingala, the more male, masculine, sun energy. Okay, that's on the right side. So we want to calm the right side down and increase the cooling.
And then we'll breathe in through the left and we'll exhale through the right. And we'll do this to the count of 4. And you're alternating, toggling between nostrils, blocking off the right nostril with your thumb and the left nostril with either the pinky or index finger. The first 2 fingers, peace fingers, can just rest gently on the third eye, or you can hold your arm underneath your hand under your arm to help support it. Okay, so this practice again will help to calm the energy down, bringing in the cooling and feminine, nurturing, calming energy of the Ida nadi, the channel that is on the left side of the body that has to do with the moon and cooling. Okay, because again, the full moon energy can be very heady. It's where the full moon, it's rising, it's full, it's mostly in the head. We want to bring it to the heart, which rules Leo, but any full moon, you can do this practice to help balance and ground your energies. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with our Chandra Bhedana practice. Find a comfortable seated position. This can be hips to heels or just sitting cross-legged position. Again, I will not be mirroring for this practice. It'll appear as if I'm holding up my left hand, but I'm holding up my right. So with me now, take your right peace fingers and join it gently to the third eye center, right between your eyebrows. Start by emptying your breath, blocking off the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale through the left nostril for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Inhale through the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Block off the left. Exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Block off the right. Inhale through the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Block off the left. Exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Block off the right. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Block off left. Exhale right. 3, 2, 1. Left nostril inhale. Right nostril exhale. Left nostril inhale. Right nostril exhale. Two more rounds. Left nostril inhale. Right nostril exhale. Last round, left nostril inhale. Stay here, exhale through the left. Release your hands down. Inhale through both nostrils. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale gently through the mouth. Pause here and just notice if you feel more grounded, more balanced. And if you can feel the energy moving from the head down into the heart. Namaste.